From the Editor's Notebook, by W. Ross Rainey, Cults, Part 4. Spiritism. Spiritism, sometimes referred to as spiritualism, is as old as antiquity itself, issuing from man's desire to look beyond the grave. It can be traced back to the earliest books of the Bible, cf. Genesis 41 verse 8, Exodus 7:11, 22:8:18. Thus, of all the cults, it is the only one mentioned in the Word of God and warned against, see Exodus 22 verse 17, Leviticus 19 verse 31, 20 verses 6 and 27, Deuteronomy 18 verses 10 to 11, 1 Samuel 28 verse 7, being associated with witchery, trickery and deception. Demons are extremely operative in Spiritism, and Genesis 40 verse 8 should serve as a warning to all Spiritists. Modern Spiritism came into the spotlight in 1844 at Hydesville, New York, when two young sisters, Katie and Margaret Fox, claimed to have heard unusual and strange tapping sounds in their home indicative of supernatural manifestations. Though in later years they repudiated the whole thing as a result of childish pranks, this did not discourage the wave of interest in Spiritism, which by that time was a well-organized movement in the United States. In turn, this Spiritism revival soon spread to England and Europe. Adherents to Spiritism draw heavily on the teachings of Emanuel Swedenborg, Franz Mesmer, and Andrew Jackson Davis, 1826–1910. Davis became recognized as the modern apostle of Spiritism. Other noted personalities who became witnesses to Spiritistic phenomena were Sir Oliver Lodge, Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, Professor Alfred Wallace, zoologist, William T. Sneed, journalist and scholar, Sir William Crookes, chemist, Professor Richard Hodgson, scientist, and Professor William James, physician, psychologist and philosopher. The scientific revolution in the 19th century served as a catalyst to the Spiritist movement which, at its height, claimed over 10 million followers. Today the Spiritist movement is organized on a basis similar to denominationalism. In the United States the main associations are the International General Assembly of Spiritualists, the National Spiritual Alliance of the USA, and the National Spiritualist Association of Churches. This last group is the orthodox body of American spiritualism and the most prominent, even maintaining a seminary for the training of their ministers. 1. Today there are in excess of 455 churches associated with the Spiritist movement, with a membership of over 166,000 in the United States. Although the various groups claimed in 1971 that there were over 1 million believers in the U.S., South America boasts of over 3 million followers of Spiritism in spite of intense opposition by the Roman Catholic Church. There is, of course, false or sham Spiritism, but true Spiritism is well attested, the Bible describing such supernatural manifestations as coming from demon forces and thus under the curse of God, see 1 Samuel 28 verses 3 and 9, 2 Kings 21 verse 6, 2 Chronicles 33 verse 6. The chief doctrines of the Spiritist movement are as follows. 1. A definite emphasis on clean living and keeping the Golden Rule. 2. A leaning toward pantheism, believing in an infinite intelligence expressed in the phenomena of nature, both physical and spiritual. It is taught that there is no personal God. 3. A belief in life after death. 4. A belief in man's ability to communicate with the dead. 5. A denial of the Trinity. 6. A denial of the deity, atonement, resurrection and second advent of Christ. Christ, it is taught, was a medium. 7. A denial of man's fall, the authority of the Bible, and of a literal hell. 8. A belief that the doorway to reformation is never closed against any human soul, here and hereafter. 9. The teaching of God, or infinite intelligence, as love is central in their various doctrines. 10. Ultimately, say the Spiritists, we will all be absolved into infinite intelligence. It is taught that there are 7 steps to this ultimate perfection for all, and the rapidity with which we reach the final step depends upon our conduct in this present sphere. 1. The New International Dictionary of the Christian Church, page 926.